How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is your Buccaneer Brief. We just started one just now and you guys were nicely tuned in. And then the sound technologies decided to take us for a ride, but we are back. We decided just to start it over once. Start over, sweep everything up and starts again with a clean room. Mr. Coach, how are you doing on this here Buccaneer Brief transfer show?
Hola, Brayaka. I am doing my regular job as a supporter, as a Buccaneer. When the transfer window opens, then my morning routine means I wake up and I type Orlando Pirates, and then I see how my day is. Brian.
I know, all good, dog. Let's go through the transfer news that do exist in Fit 2. So let's just go through the list. There've been a bunch of links and everything. We've been linked with an Amazulu player, a Nigerian striker. There's been a confirmation and much more. I will let you take the floor in terms of a summary of the stories, and then you can go one by one.
All right. Yeah. Quick summary. I think it's prudent to begin with outgoings. So Orlando Pirates have confirmed the exit of Miguel Tim. I think he was just released. Nisan Maela, as we know, also released. Probably going to start a new role at the club soon. Other outgoings are Paseka Mako and Tabiso Munyani. And then there's also some rumors that have to do with them potentially going to Kaizer Chiefs, according to Mazola Molefe. They are in advanced talks, more specifically Paseka Mako. Something I'm not happy at all about, but we'll deal with that later. When it comes to incomings, obviously lots of names being thrown around, lots of attachments, a whole lot of Facebook journalists, but ones that I can actually put my name behind. Tshepo Mashiloane should be coming in soon from Baroka FC, supposedly signed already. It's just a matter of time. It's like the high start 1st of July, but like in detail there later. Tshepang Moremi, as confirmed as well by Omazola, that Orlando Pirates are in advanced talks to bring him over to Mayfair as well from Amazulu. Sihle Nduli also, his exit has been confirmed from Stellenbosch FC, so we have been linked with him in recent weeks, and it seems like we will be able to confirm his signature as well. And then Libalang, Khositile as well, linked by kickoff from Baroka FC, also being linked with a move to Orlando Pirates. Again, we'll get into details as to where the links come from and the validity. And finally, what we'll touch on for today is Nigerian striker Etiosa Igodaro, news coming out there that Orlando Pirates are eyeing him and have joined Kaizer Chiefs in the race for his signature. So that's a summary of the transfers that are on the books right now. I don't know what you're
well, let's start with the man on the thumbnail. Let's talk about this winger that we are linked with from Amazulu, Tshepang. How do you feel about the transfer as a whole? Is it a player that we need? Is it a player? I remember the previous time I was asking you. I know that you specifically are afraid that Thing is going to leave, that Mufokeng might leave. So you do have you don't mind when we're being linked with the winger. I believe we probably just need a CAM more than a winger, which is why I like the who's that guy? The Kwaiba links. Yeah. But when it comes to a winger, only if Mufokeng leaves. So yeah, in terms of profile and such, we won't be.
You know, talking to KB on a daily basis about Pirates, sometimes in the put or maro diamond sheba club in Nakishi na.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I honestly think we have a winger crisis. I would be shocked if Mofokeng is an Orlando Pirates player come August. But in fact, I'll be both shocked and concerned. I think due for a move abroad. So that's -1. When I look at our wingers before getting into Moremi and why I think it's good that we link with him, I think about who we have on the books. Katlego Otladisa didn't exactly write his name in lights, while Kopolokwane, not sure if he's going to come through, he's going to come back, or if his contract is valid, because I think he's had 2 seasons now. It should be his third coming. So yeah, it's good to see there. Munapule Saleng, Kesaleng, Mpetu, now I wrote him out of my mind a couple of months ago, and I think it would be safe for any Buccaneer do the same thing as well. I'll be surprised if you see him again play. And that leaves us in place with Mahang Kota, in my opinion, in terms of reliability. Because I like him really too much. Then we start to look at Hoto and the like. So when I look at who we really can rely on to actually challenge strong teams, especially in the Champions League, we're a Champions League club now. Nkota is the only player, and Mufokeng as well. And again, like I said, I don't think we'll keep Mufokeng. So I think in that winger market, we definitely need a minimum of 2 signings, and not just players who are supposed to grow into the club. I would need 2 players who can contend for the starting position, can give Nkota a run for his money.
What about? Don't you think Shandu has a chance to be a regular starter there? Right winger. Okay, but well, I remember you were mentioning a couple of his stats. Can you come with those again that you have found to be interesting?
Sure. I can't say I've seen too much of Moremi. I was more attentive, especially in the recent Bafana game. He had a very good, in my opinion, had a very good season with Amazulu. He's a right-footed winger. I say that because he can play on the right and on the left. In the Bafana squad, I saw him on the right-hand side, probably owing to Apollos starting on the left. But I think he played most of his games for Amazulu this season on the left-hand side. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong by a number or 2 there. He's had 11 goal contributions in 27 appearances across all competitions. I think for a team like Amazulu that finished 6th, that is a very good return. He's also he's relatively young. He turns 25. No, I think he turns 24, in fact, now in June. So, again, I haven't seen too much of him, but, at the very least, I think we can rely on, as you would put it, output. A player that can assist the goal here and there, maybe even have a crack himself. I think he'd more likely suit up on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of pace about him, but what I spoke about, I won't judge it by the final performance because he didn't look too great. It wasn't a beautiful game in general, so I won't judge it by that. But he does have a bit of pace about him. I think he can probably play some decent balls as well. Again, I'm saying this just by judging off of his output. So yeah, I think it's good to be linked with a player like that. We also link Likabelo Khusitile, who's also a winger. But for me, especially because he's playing at a lower league, I am not going to marry him as a prospect too much. It's a big leap. He would have to be a very special player to be a ceiling raiser. And I think the thing is where we are right now as a club, we need ceiling raise, especially if you think about how much Mufokeng gave us in terms of output this season. We're going to have to, at the very least, match that 2 players. So yeah, I think it's good to be linked with a player like Moremi, and it would be good to see him get over the line.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. How do you guys think this transfer will improve the team if we do make it? Is it a priority? How do you guys feel? You can throw your comments in the comments section down below. Fede. Right. So now the other confirmation now that we have had, King Kida Baroka chairman, he has confirmed that we have Sihle Nduli.
Tshepo Mashiloane. A defender. His age, but as far as I know, till 2000, a young man coming from Baroka. I'm always skeptical personally when it comes to players that don't go Baroka or lower league
Wait,
teams, just because.
hold on. So, yeah, now he was on loan.
No. As a player,
his contract just ended. Confirmationary.
Okay, so Mashiloane's his contract ends on the 30th of June, and he has already signed with us, and our contract commences on the 1st of July. But the chairman did confirm if Pirates were for any reason to request him to come through earlier, they would be more than happy to release him. But what's the point of paying him for a month, because he'll be off this whole month anyway? So I think that's why we left him there.
Alright. Okay, so Fede. So we signed him up a while ago, I'm guessing. 23 years old. I don't have much in terms of stats in with regards to him. In our defense, maybe I might have been wilding when I said that we are good in the winger department. But defensing, I really feel like as long as our people return from injury, namely the Great Wall of Nda and Sesane, I feel like we might be wasting a bit of money when we want to rank defense around.
Disagree completely. I think it's much needed business. First of all, I'll check his profile. I don't watch him week in, week out, bro, so I can't judge his performances. I only saw him in the Bafana setup. He wasn't tested too much in that game, granted, yes, but I thought he was a very good player. He's very strong on the ball, very calm, very, very, very calm. I like that about him. His passing accuracy and range is decent as well. Apparently, he can play as a right back and as a CDM as well. So I think that it's good to have versatility in that regard. And again, when a defender can play CDM, then you know you've got a good ball player, which is dope. To touch on why I think he's why we must address the position. First of all, we lost Innocent Maela as a centre back. With all due respect, we lost Thapelo Kogi. As far as I'm concerned, I would not trust him in any match. Look, I when I talk about what we need and transfer, I want to mention that the context taking Nahanang is this a player that I can start or even bring on against Pyramids in a quarterfinal? And Kogi is a strong no. So definitely a position we have to address. I think.
Wait. I mean,
in the centre back position, bro.
Okay, no. Let me not defend into yes. Yeah, carry on.
In the centre back position, I think a club that wants to play 50 games in a season and compete in all competitions, I think you need at least 5 centre backs, 5, 6 actually, that are ready to start. So. For me, Ndampetu, unfortunately, it's not our first rodeo. He is kind of injury prone. So when you have him, he's obviously our best centre back. That for me is undeniable. But the reality is that we're not sure if we can rely on him for a full season, nor should we in the first place. So I think it's okay. It's definitely important to have somebody there. Sesane, it was a long-term injury. I don't think he will be back at the very beginning of the season. I can't say for sure, of course, but I don't think he'll start the season. So that's minor. Leaves us essentially Mbogazi, Nisibisi, and that is dangerous. So I think if we do get Mashiloane, since we have signed a Mashiloane, I think I would look to sign one more center back, to be completely honest, so I can be comfortable going into the season.
Okay, very interesting. So, hey guys, if you're not able to comment, I believe the fact that we started 2 streams with the same name, it made YouTube a little bit confused. But we did not switch off the comments on purpose. But for y'all who are watching, thank you very much. We see you. Thank you very much for the likes also. So, Mr. Coach, apparently we are going down the road of searching for a striker in Nigeria now again. So we're linked with a Nigerian striker. Do you have anything on the person that we are linked with?
I'm fair to. First of all, I must mention that the report is coming from BSN Sports, directly from Nigeria. So I can neither confirm nor deny the validity of the rumor.
True.
Okay, I have a few concerns about Igodar. First of all, okay, he's a young striker. I think that's very good. It's dope. But I think the positive almost end at his age. First of all, he's on the books of Mamelodi Sundowns. He's on the books of Mamelodi Sundowns. He spent not the 24-25 season, the previous one, the 23 season, on loan, go Super Sport, and then he went again on loan this previous season to Amazulu, where, if I recall correctly, you'll confirm my numbers. I tend to be corrected, but I think he got 6 goals and 1 assist in, I think it was 28 or 24 appearances or something like that. And then the season before that, also less than 10 goal contributions in 34 appearances across 4 competitions. For me, quite a number of red flags. It's not easy to find a striker in Africa. I've been supporting Pirates long enough to know the strikers don't just manifest and you
we have tried, Bafit. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few concerns. Let me just address them quickly. My problems are first of all, above all else, I don't want Sundowns rejected my club, bro. They have proven time and again that it just doesn't work out.
Yeah,
so
that's a weird compliment to Sundowns. It's like, if Sundowns has rejected them, just know that they didn't reject them mahala. They know talent, those people. Yeah. So a Chiefs reject is not the same thing as a Sundowns reject. A Stellenbosch reject is not the same thing as a Sundowns reject. If it was Sundowns that rejected them, as sad or as painful as it might be, take their word for it. Yeah, sure. Okay. So yeah, I guess that is one thing going against him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want Sundown scraps, bro, ever. And then these 2, which for me is enough for me to be like, I don't even know if we'll do that deal, and if we'll do that deal, I don't see him getting any minutes of football, is the fact that he's a foreign striker. Petu, I can name them. Ezenwa Otorogo, Chiuke Pumsoya, Justin Shonga, Austin Mulenga,
we have tried. Peprandowski.
All of the strikers that I mentioned came to Pirates. Ilohor, the previous season, they were the top goal scorers from their clubs. All of them. And remains to be seen.
I think maybe if we're gonna go for a foreign striker, they must. They must be Premier League proven once, PSL proven once, Premier League proven once.
I think there's one outlier that kind of fits that mold, and it was Tendai Ndoro. How long ago that was?
Yeah, so, and how short-lived it was.
I'm only exactly, it was 6 months. I remember. So I mean, obviously, if he comes through, I'll back the striker. I want players who come to my club to succeed, but he's not a striker that I'm looking forward to at all.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Coach. It's our first day on this show, all right? Let us, because as we can talk. We haven't even started, guys. But for everybody who's watching, thank you very much. We're gonna keep these shorter, just to give you the breaking news that's on a couple of times per week. Let me not say on a daily basis or whatever. But yeah, this is the Buccaneer Brief show, where we do just wrap up a couple of breaking news in terms of transfers happening, and ins and outs. Mr. Coach being the one who has his ear to the ground, and me to question him when I feel like he's either excited or not excited enough about a certain signing or position. I think in the next show, we will obviously go through the breaking news and everything, but then I want to more touch on, pieces in the squad that need filling, pieces of the pie that are missing, and all of those things, and the players that we are linked with, whether they will fill those gaps up. So yes, guys, let's have the conversation in the comments after we end the stream, if you're still around, these names, I feel like there are Buccaneers out there who have a little bit of information that would be helpful in terms of whether we should be excited about them or not. And also, with your comments, we'll know who we should be speaking about and who we should touch on. We will talk about Nemtajala and the likes. Don't worry, we will brief you. Danko Buffet too. Don't forget to hit the like. Subscribe to be notified and share Buccaneer so we can grow the community before via.
Before I wanted to quickly touch Vela on Nduli and Nemtajela because it's worthy to mention. The reason why Kire Nduli has been confirmed in his most recent press conference from the last game, Steve Barker did confirm departure. Yeah, Sihle Nduli. I think he wore the captain's armband and everything for him to play his final game. So he is definitely leaving Stellenbosch FC. And then Nemtajela as well, same thing.
I've already counted him as part of my squad.
We didn't say specifically in the show, so I just want to cover all bases for
okay, cool. Okay, so all right.
Masini Nemtajela, same thing as well. Yeah, now it was the Marumo Gallants coach, the one who just left now, who they take each other to court for whatever reason. But yeah, he did say that Liana, great player, whatnot, but he is leaving. It is confirmed that he's leaving Marumo Gallants, and they wish him the best in his future. And I think somewhere they did drop the Pirates name somewhere. So just wanted to confirm these names are not from my thumb. They are actual proper sources that make sense. And that is why we're here today.
You are very strong on that. At least, guys, you guys are in good hands. Mr. Coach doesn't want to just give you a story for hem purposes. He wants to give you something that has purpose. Well, Mr. Coach, thank you for stopping us. Thank you for stopping us for a couple of seconds. We actually did get a comment. Seems like they're not broken. So Urichad Nyambi says Pirates should get Msedane from Marumo, and I guess that'll be a name that we highlight and that we bring up in the next one. Probably check out his profile, because you know me, when I hear about a player, I want to see stats. Not that I'm a stats merchant, but I just want to get a clearer view, because hey, but anyway, dog, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you everybody who has tuned in. Like, subscribe and share, as you know. Catch you guys on the next one. Thank God.